Elections aren't always the easiest to attend. Sometimes they don't cooperate with your busy schedule, or is a physical strain if you're disabled or pregnant. But that shouldn't keep your voice from being heard. Although we Virginians do not have early voting, we do have the next best thing. It's what we call absentee voting. Okay, so absentee voting is voting early, but not everyone is eligible to do so. The law gives numerous ways to be eligible. You are eligible if you are a student or a spouse of a student of a university outside of James City County. Maybe you have travel for business, even personal business, or a vacation outside of James City County. Or your work and commute to and from home is more than 11 hours while the polls are open. Well aware of the long and unpredictable hours of a first responder's schedule, rest assured that with absentee voting, your voice as a first responder will be heard. Do you have a disability or illness that make it difficult to even go to the polls? Maybe you're the main caretaker of a disabled person or an ill family member who is confined at home. If you're any one of these things, you're eligible. You might be confined, but your vote may not be. Even religion doesn't have to get in the way of your chance to vote. Having obligations to the nation's safety shouldn't drown out your voice. If you're an active duty merchant marine or armed forces, you can absentee vote. This also includes the spouses of or dependent living with one of those individuals. Or maybe you're living outside of the US for the moment. Maybe it's because of work, maybe not. You, your spouse, and your dependents living with you all have the right to absentee vote, if registered, of course. If you only want to vote for president and vice president, the law allows you to absentee vote. And if you are someone who is involved with elections, such as a rep from a candidate or a party working inside the polls, or an electoral board member, registrar, officer of elections, or custodian of voting equipment, you may want to grab that absentee ballot. For those eligible to absentee vote, there are two ways to do so. One way is to vote by mail, and the second way is to vote in person. If you're voting by mail, you can fill out your ballot at your own time, or with your feet planted in the sand at the beach. If you want to cast an absentee ballot for the general election on Tuesday, November 3rd, the beginning date to do so is Friday, September 18th. If you're voting by mail, remember the last day to request an absentee ballot is on Tuesday, October 27th. To cast your ballot in person, come to the James City County Voter Registration and Elections Office. Check out these hours for absentee voting. October 31st is the last day available for in-person absentee voting. For more information on absentee voting, call 757-253-6868. And if you're hearing impaired, please dial 711. If you have a continuing disability, ask about our annual absentee ballot application.